About a month ago, there was news that the Rockefeller Fund, a billion-dollar fund, was divesting completely in fossil fuels. We saw Stanford divesting its holdings in coal. We've seen increasingly big pots of money pulling out of investment in fossil fuels. Does that make you nervous?
It's certainly something that we watch, and investment base is extraordinarily important for this industry. We are probably one of the largest capital consumers in the U.S., our
Right.
industry, and so watching how investors are reacting to the business is certainly important.
So what can you do?
I feel like we offer a very competitive offering to our investors. We deliver a dividend that's 4 to 5%. We deliver growth of 4 to 6%. Our carbon emissions are down 20%. And we operate this incredibly diverse set of resources that I believe is important to our investors, but also the communities we serve.
I wonder, when you see that, when you read those headlines like we all do, does it actually change the way that you run Duke? Does it make you at least talk to your team about accelerating those goals of reducing carbon emissions because people are pulling money out, not just a little bit of money, but a lot of money from fossil fuels?
It's a consideration, Poppy, but I think what's important, I go back to our primary mission, which is reliable electricity. And it's doing it as low cost as we possibly can. And you think about transitioning an industry of this type, it takes time. And even if I wanted to close down everything tomorrow and replace it with something else, it frankly isn't a viable option. Mm-hmm. So you have to work on it over time, and you have to do what makes sense for customers and for investors, and balancing all of those objectives is what we do every day.
When you watched, I'm sure you did a few weeks ago, all of these people march in New York City about climate change and march on Wall Street and sit down on Wall Street, I wonder what you thought and how you wrestle with that as the largest electric power company in the United States. What does that tell you?
Care of the environment is something that's important not only for us but for our customers. And you think about Duke, we have reduced our carbon emissions by over 20% since 2007. We have been about modernizing, bringing cleaner sources of generation. And I think about the nuclear fleet that we operate today, it is zero carbon emitting, and we operate the third largest in the U.S. So I do think the utility industry, and Duke in particular, is very focused on producing reliable and clean energy as we go forward.
Do you think something has changed? Because I've interviewed energy executives, for years, and it's they've said that for years. But I think it seems to me as though we are seeing a bigger public outcry and public response. Do you feel that, and does it affect the way you do business?
I do think there is an ongoing interest on the part of our customers, not only on clean energy, but choice. They want control. They want to be involved in energy management, distributed energy resources, and I think that's part of the change. And I think our challenge as an energy industry is to embrace that change, but do so in a way that continues to provide reliable service and as affordable electricity as we can.